What up? This is Rama, screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment. And here's my review of Life Itself. How's it going, everybody? I'll be giving this review to you straight up, one take, no jump cuts, no edits, because today I'll be heading out to LA Film Festival. And so I won't have time after today. I'll be busy. So this is my only chance, my only time to give this review to you guys before I leave. So let's get right to it. Overall take, what do I think of Life Itself? I like the movie. I like it. It's not perfect, but I definitely enjoy it. Yes, it's brought to you by the same guy who gave us that tear-jerker NBC series, This Is Us. I'm talking about, of course, writer-director Dan Fogelman, who always seems to know how to make you cry. I kid you not, there are parts at the screening when I was just bawling and crying like a baby, because this film, Life Itself, has a lot of emotional journeys that get to you right here, that so heart-wrenching and so deeply moving, so deeply affecting, that you won't be able to kind of hold back those water fountain from flowing, sink from leaking. You'll be needing Kleenex watching this film. So let's get right to the synopsis real quick here before we get to my other thoughts of the film. I have my notes here on my screen. Starring Oscar Isaac, Olivia Wilde, Mandy Patinkin, Olivia Cook, Laia Costa, Annette Bening, and Antonio Banderas. As a young New York couple goes from college romance to marriage and the birth of their first child, the unexpected twists of their journey create reverberations that echo over continents and through lifetimes in life itself. Director-writer Dan Fogelman examines the perils and rewards of everyday life in a multi-generational saga featuring an international ensemble. And Life Itself celebrates the human condition and all of its complications with humor, poignancy, and love. There you go. I could not have said it any better. It tackles the human conditions. It's one of those dramas, all right? And it's as if Dan Fogelman knows exactly which buttons to push to get you there, to get you to feel for the characters and to ache for them, to empathize. He knows how to press that. There are three separate stories that intertwine or cross paths, if you will. Much of Life Itself reminds you of Alejandro González Inarritu's movie Babel. Do you remember that, Babel? So it's kind of like that. And because of that, Life Itself requires patience on your part. So you need to take your patience with you when you watch this movie, because oftentimes you don't know exactly where each story might lead you, you know? And so this might be a turnoff to some audiences out there who would prefer a single story arc from start to finish without going on a tangent here or there, or, you know, because to them it's distraction, or it's not something that's necessarily satisfying, because like, whoa, where are you taking me now? Where are you taking what? Life Itself is that kind of movie. All right, so brace yourself when you watch this. It's a heads up. So giving you a heads up right now, because you'll be taken on three separate storylines that eventually will intertwine, and then at the end it's like it will make sense. Like, oh, that's why, or that's how. But it takes time to get there. I want to say the Spanish storyline, I like the Oscar Isaac and Olivia Wilde storyline better than that Spanish one, because the Spanish one, don't get me wrong, it's still romantic, it's still, you know, melodramatic and melancholy, but that one is a lot more time consuming, whereas the Olivia Wilde and Olivia Wilde and Oscar Isaac story, it's pretty much straightforward. All right, it goes right to the heart of it. Speaking of whom, Oscar Isaac, oh my goodness, I talked about this with my friend Scott Manzel, the founder of LA Online Film Critics Society, and we both agree that Oscar Isaac gives an excellent performance. I mean, you've seen him as the fighter pilot in Star Wars movies. I mean, we just saw him recently in Operation Finale. um, playing a Nazi hunter, and now you see him as this broken down, depressed individual who can't get over the loss of his wife. I mean, man, Oscar Isaac is one of the versatile actors of our generation right now. I mean, like in this movie, the way he captures those emotions, those struggles, those it's so effortless and so flawless. He gets, I mean, it's so spot on. All right, so sharp. Like he goes there, and he'll take you there with him. It's amazing. It's one of the other actors that also impresses me in this film is the Spanish actor Laia Costa, who is gorgeous, and she plays this woman from bartending and then all the way to her older days when she gets sick, and the way she communicates with her son in this film, so heartbreaking. It will move you to tears. The other storyline, or the third arc, I would say, is focusing on the younger characters. Um, and so, without giving you too much on the spoiler or how the story or how the three stories eventually cross path, but let me just say that this some of the deaths or the tragedies presented in this film can be a bit much. If I have one negative thoughts or points about this, is that after a while you get to a point where, like, really this keeps happening to that one person or that one lady. So I totally understand that Dan Fogelman wants to emphasize the sadness that these characters have to go through and conquer, but at a certain point, they get a bit comical. They get a bit absurd when they get presented quite so often. So that's probably my only objection, or or maybe down point or negative point about this film. But other than that, I think it's a well acted, well edited, well directed film that, um, if you have the patience, it would be rewarding for you to sit through this. Yes, I think I agree with some of the arguments out there that kind of see this film as better off, or yeah, it would be better off as a mini series on TV instead of a one full feature length, um, because much of it does kind of have that feel or sense or tone of a mini series. But that doesn't take away from the fact that life itself does what it's supposed to do, and it goes for the melancholy, melodramatic, that arc that can move you to tears. So yeah, that's my review of Life Itself. Share your thoughts in the comment section below, and share this video with all your friends on the YouTube verse. And as always, subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. If you can support this channel through $2 or $5 per month, please do so. I do quite a lot, all right? I cover events, Comic-Cons, film festivals, interviews celebrities, and do reviews. So I could use all the help that I can get. So please help support this channel at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Sign up there today and become my patrons. Let's rock this.